Hey, have you found yourself frustrated, angry, annoyed at some of the political remarks that have been put out on social media? This one's for you. Hey, I'm Jen Anderson. I'm an empowerment life coach with Stronger Because Coaching, and one of the things I do is I help people be deliberate instead of reactionary when they feel triggered. And who hasn't felt triggered in this political climate, right? We have got so many things going on, and especially we have the elections coming up. And it has caused a lot of polarity, a lot of different opinions, and some of them are pretty heated. We have a lot of thoughts going on out there about what's right and wrong, thoughts about freedom, thoughts about each other. We have a lot of feelings going on, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of outrage, determination, conviction, and we have a lot of actions going on. We've got voting coming up. We have a lot of posts going out on social media, a lot of things going on, and it's super easy to start feeling out of control and kind of at the mercy of other people's thoughts and opinions. And it's a totally normal reaction to start trying to control things. When we feel out of control, of course, we're going to start trying to control stuff. But something I've noticed is that a lot of the posts are about trying to control, make other people think like us, feel like us, believe like us, or act like us. And some of them suggest, for instance, that we should feel ashamed or afraid or guilty or embarrassed for not believing the way someone else does or voting the way someone else does, or that we should feel justified or good for doing the same as the way that person believes we should vote. And a lot of people saying that we should act the way they should. We should vote. We should post the way they do. And if you want to feel those things, like it feels valuable sometimes to feel outraged, to feel justified, to feel conviction. So if you want to feel those things, I'm going to offer, just go ahead and allow that to be your choice. We start to feel really out of control when we believe that something else is making us feel the way we're feeling, outraged, out of control. But I want to offer that it is a choice. You get to choose how you feel about the things, and I'm going to go through that process. But it just makes a difference in feeling like a victim or feeling like an agent. So if you want to keep feeling those things, go for it. Just remember it's a choice. But if you want to feel peaceful and in control, let's talk about how to do that while you show up as a person that you can really be proud of, no matter what other people are going to make it mean, etc. So a lot of the ones that I've seen are using guilt and shame to really, if we're being honest, it's trying to manipulate someone using guilt and shame. And it's looking like if you have compassion or if you have tolerance or if you have truth, you'll feel this or think this like me. And if you don't, it means that you're selfish or wrong or entitled or unintelligent or an elitist, or just fill in the blank. There are so many options out there available for us too. What it will mean if we don't vote a certain way or if we do vote a certain way. Like, it's a smorgasbord right now. So let's just hold this up to a model and take a closer look. So the model is just a math equation of how we go from a circumstance like the voting to a result like acting in a certain way and seeing what all those actions create. Right now, we have a circumstance like voting. Then the model shows that when there's a circumstance, we have a thought about the circumstance, then we have a feeling according to that thought, we have an action according to that feeling, and then we have a result generated from the action that we took. So let's say that we vote for something or someone in this political campaign, for an example. Someone may have the thought that it means you believe this, or It means that you have compassion, or you are good, or that you are right, or even more right than someone else. If you vote for fill in the blank, it means you are an elitist, a racist, a bigot, these kinds of things, that you support certain beliefs. But let's just recognize that all this is someone else's model. This just exposes what is on their thought line. It isn't a fact because it can't be proven. If there are two ways of thinking about it, it's just a thought. It isn't a fact. So them saying it does not make it true. So for you, their beliefs, their thoughts, their actions, whatever they say is just a circumstance to you. So-and-so said blank. And since that's just a circumstance, you get to choose how you think about it. If you want to feel peaceful, you may choose a thought that helps generate peace about this circumstance. Maybe something like, I don't need to change the way they feel to be okay with how I vote. Or these are just their thoughts, which are just my circumstances. Or it's fine for them to believe I'm wrong. It's totally fine. Or my beliefs are based on my experiences and they have different experiences. And be aware of when you are trying to manage or control someone else's model. This is so important. If you find yourself tempted to start thinking things like, I want to make them think that I'm not like that. I want them to think that I'm not a bigot. I want them to think that I'm not an elitist. I want them to think that I'm a good person. That's you being in their model. Let them think whatever they choose to, but you be happy with how you're showing up. If you're noticing, I want to make them feel ashamed, reprimanded, guilty, to try to get them to change their opinion, that's you being in someone else's model. If you're thinking, I want to make them act differently, I want to make them vote, I want to make them change their opinion about things, I want to make them change how they're acting, this is you spending energy in a place that it will do you no good. So why would we even stop trying to change others' thoughts, feelings, and actions? Because there is nothing that makes us feel more out of control than trying to change something we literally have no control to change. Other people get to choose how they think, act, and feel. And using our power 100% with things that we control 100% is what is going to feel the best, and it's going to be the most productive use of our time and energy, because we really can manage that. All right, if you need any help finding thoughts that help you create peace, regardless of what other people think, act, or do, or if you need something that helps you generate something like motivation that helps you to show up as the person that you are proud of, hey, give me a call. I can help you with that. Okay, go vote you.